Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and as you can tell from the countdown clock here, the lesson is about to begin. If this is your first time playing piano, welcome. I'm very excited for you. You're going to do great. Hopefully you already received from us the welcome packet in the mail, and maybe you even got started on the Absolute Beginners video pack to teach you the names of the notes and things like that. But if not, that's fine. You'll do great. I'll show you how to play all the notes. And if I'm going too fast for you, you can always pause the video or rewind it and go for the more difficult parts. You can always pause the video or rewind it and go for the more difficult parts. And even if you only learn a little bit of this song and you don't learn the whole thing, you'll still learn enough to help you build skills so you can learn other songs faster in the future. So jump in, give it a try. You're bound to end up at least a little bit better than you even are right now. Throughout the lesson, I may refer to Klopple Academy, and you can check out that link on the website if you want. Basically, it's a program that takes you all the way from learning the names of the notes, the very beginning, through 12 levels of classical and jazz music, through all the skills that you would need to become a professional pianist. So you would learn all the same stuff that you would learn if you're taking regular traditional piano lessons, probably plus a little bit more, but it takes about 5 to 10 years to complete. So you can just try out the first level, see if it's the kind of thing that you like, or if you just care about today's lesson and learning this song, then just ignore all those references and focus on today's lesson. If you're watching this at LearnPianoLive.com, there should be a PDF and an MP3 button right next to this video. The MP3 is a play-along track that you can use to practice more after the lesson, but a lot of students like to print out the PDF right now so they have it during the lesson. Careful, it could be up to like 30 pages, so just find the couple pages that you want and print those out. If you decide not to, that's fine. I'll show you all of the notes on screen as we go through it. And we will be going through 5 different levels of this song that all use the same play-along track. So even if you've never played piano before, you'll still be able to do level 1. And then as we go through level 2, 3, 4, and 5, then when we use that same play-along track, you just keep playing your same version. If you're watching this lesson in the archives and you have a question during the lesson, then feel free to click on that survey button. And at the end of the survey, there's a place for you to ask your question, and I will do my best to get back to you with the answer to that question. But if you're with us live as we're recording this today, then feel free to click on that chat button, and you can talk with all the other students who are logged in during the live lesson. And if you have a question about the lesson, then you can just go ahead and type that into the box that says, Ask Jamin a Question, and we will do our best to answer that question live in the lesson. All right, I think that's the end of the boring stuff. I'm ready to learn a song. Stay tuned at the end of the lesson and I'll show you how to win more points and earn more prizes next week. But for right now, let's get this party started. Hey, welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin. This is Theatrical Athena, and today we're doing Winnie the Pooh. By the way, we've upgraded some of our software and some of our hardware. That just means we changed a bunch of stuff. And if anything happens, then Kendra, our moderator, will let you know what to do in the chat. This is Kendra right over here.
Guess what?
What?
I got to do this songwriter circle thing, and we all got to go around and perform original songs. It was really fun, and I got to know a lot of people in the area.
Oh,
really
cool. So there are people who all write songs, and you went there and you're like, I write songs too.
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you know about writing songs? Oh,
I'm like, well,
cool.
yes, I write songs about books.
Yes. My favorite songs that Kendra writes, by the way, are about chemistry. She's got some awesome chemistry songs. They're honestly the best songs that she's done,
Oh,
but in my
thank you.
opinion. But she doesn't like to share her chemistry songs. So anyway, we have a weekly activity this week, I believe.
We do. Looks like it.
And Awesome. Hey, Clapple. How's it going? All right, well, Clapple says we need to move on. You need to go practice your song. You all need to have your PDF open, or you can just follow along with me. The very first thing that we're gonna need on this song is a B. So I think no matter, even if this is your very first song, I think you can still get a lot of the notes to this song. In fact, half the song is just 2 notes back and forth. The first one, like I said, is a B. In order to find a B, you just have to find a group of 3 black notes like that or like that. This would not work because that's a group of 2. So you're gonna find a group of 3 black notes and take the one that's all the way on the right towards the top and take that one and drag it up and you'll land on a B. And that's the very first note that you need is a B, and then the one right next to it would be, just like in the alphabet, an A. So we need the B and the A. And if we just go back and forth between those 2, we'll have Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh. So back and forth. It's kind of fast, but the notes are pretty simple. A and B, and like I said, that's half the song because you're gonna play that right there, and then you're also going to play it right there. So the tricky parts of the song are the second line and the fourth line. I'll show them to you, but you can practice them more later. The very first one that we're gonna need to worry about is this one right here. This G is gonna be right next to the A that you were just playing. So if you go down one more, you'll land on a G. So we're gonna play Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh. That lands us on this A right here. If we go down one more, we'll land on the G that we need. And we're gonna play 2 of those before we jump way, way up to this note right here. This might be the toughest part of the song, is going from this G to this F. We gotta go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 notes through A, B, C, D, E, F. Once we're there, that's gonna be pretty simple. Tubby, little, chubby, all stuffed with fluff. Watch out, this one right here is an A sharp. That's what that hashtag is all about. And the hashtag, the sharp sign, always means to go a little bit higher, a little bit to the right. So you wanna play this note right here. It's the one in between A and B. In fact, it's the very first thing we pressed on the piano today. When I said find a group of 3 and then find the one all the way to the right towards the top of the piano, that was the very first one that you played. That one right there is an A sharp. So when it's time for A sharp, play that one in between the A and the B. And then we're back to the third line, which is the part that you kind of already know. Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh. And then we're gonna pretend like we're playing the second line, but we're just gonna stop earlier. So all of this, Willy Nilly Silly Old Bear, is the exact same notes as Tubby Little Chubby All Stuffed. But then we just don't go past stuffed. Tubby, little, chubby, all stuffed is the same as Willy Nilly Silly Old Bear. So if we can play the first and second line, you can play the rest of the song, but it's gonna take some practice to get the first 2 lines down. Let's try it with the track. It sounds like this. A 2 and a 1, 2, ready, go. Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh. Tubby little chubby all stuffed with fluff. He's Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, Willy silly old bear. By the way, if you are in Clapple Academy level 3 or higher, then you are doing this thing where you have to like find the intervals and stuff. We don't do this in Kids Learn Piano Live in the live broadcast, but if you're in Clapple Academy level 3, you're doing the minor, thank you, the minor sevenths, which is this interval from a G up to an F, and this is one of the songs that you need to know in order to be able to recognize that minor seventh. That right there, willy nilly, that's a really important interval to know. So even if you're, okay, we'll play it our last time through. What I was saying, Clapple, thank you for the interruption, is if you can get used to hearing that, that's a really important interval for even the really higher levels of Clapple Academy. All right, let's try this thing with the track. Here we go. 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2. Get ready on that B, and Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, tubby little chubby all stuffed with fluff. He's Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, willy nilly silly old we go, and that means that it's the end of level 1, which means it's time for our video of the week. This week we have another crazy dog video, but not quite like the others. So sadly, the lesson preview has come to an end, and it's time to say goodbye to everyone watching the free streams. Of course, paying subscribers at learnpianolive.com can continue watching this lesson and several hundred others like it in the archives. So come on over and check us out, and if you like what you saw, at least like and subscribe, and then tell your friends to head on over to learnpianolive.com to start enjoying this journey with us.